The biggest problem that I think we're trying to solve is building a multiracial democracy in this country for the first time.
Over the last 20 years, One America has done a great job at bringing folks together and figuring out how we can address issues that face immigrant communities more broadly.
If we didn't have organizations like One America, we would still be facing no representation. We would still be facing marginalization within our own communities and still have no voice.
There's been so many great successes throughout our history, like the 2014 Washington State DREAM Act. I got into the fight for the Washington State DREAM Act because I was actually really frustrated. I realized that because I was undocumented, I might not be able to afford to go into any of the colleges that I was accepted in. When I was able to find other immigrant youth that were also organizing to fight for the same thing, then I felt a lot more confident. I knew that I wasn't alone, even though we lost that fight a couple times. The confidence in being part of a bigger movement meant that I didn't give up and I didn't stop when we hit those obstacles. Got a call the day before to get ready to go to Olympia, which meant that the vote was scheduled. We saw the results on the board and we knew that we had just passed the Washington State DREAM Act. Tens of thousands of students got access to state financial aid and went to college and are now doing really great things. I realized that if you have an issue and you have a solution, you can get it done. And all you needed to do was organize enough people to have that solution be a priority.
Language is so important to me because when I came to the US as a refugee at the age of 7, I spoke 3 languages, English, Swahili, and French. Over time, the further I progressed in English, the more I lost my home languages that I came with. And so the Speak Your Language campaign was just so near and dear to my heart because I want to hold on to that part of my identity, that fear of what if I lose my home languages? How am I going to speak to my parents? When the win happened in 2017 with the dual language learning program, it was just so empowering, and it wasn't just a personal win. It affected so many people and so many communities, and I wanted to continue to be a part of that. If we could get that win, that means we could get other things to happen as well.
A lot of people played a role, but I came to Olympia, to the state legislature, to advocate and lobby to vote yes on the Voting Rights Act. What felt powerful for me was the fact that up until that point, I was still just a resident of the United States, and it really motivated me to become a citizen and be involved in voting because it opened up the door for my vote to actually count in my local elections. 2021, One America helped to win the first challenge of racist voting structures using the Washington State Voting Rights Act as the basis for it, and we're able to redistrict and open up access to the Latino communities in Yakima County. What it stirred up within me was the understanding that collective power and community can make a difference. We can work together and pressure representatives, politicians, and governments to do things that benefit communities as a whole. What I want to bring forward from One America's past is this inclusivity. The fact that we have a broad tent where we work with people from varied backgrounds, varied languages, varied experiences, and continue to elevate those voices.
Without my connection to One America, I would not be currently sitting as a state senator. And part of that was the experience of honoring the story and figuring out how to use my story to influence public policy.
All that I do was born out of that seed of One America seeing my story and not just pushing me to tell it and share it, but also challenging me and putting me in into that growth and learning edge. And that is why everyone should give to One America's, because when they invest in you, they go 100%. They always have your back.
It's important because we need to create a community and a state that our children can feel proud to stay in, live in, grow in, and be able to thrive in.